Hello and welcome to the Rant. Today's a sad day.
It's a bit of a sad... Yeah, it is a depressing one.
It's a sad day. Bond. Spoiler alert.
What's only going to come out in 2-3 weeks?
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, spoiler alert. If you haven't watched James Bond,
Stop.
switch off.
Bond is dead. Blown to smithereens. Raining down hellfire.
They killed James Bond, Seb. They killed James Bond. 60 years of movie franchise. Undone in one scene.
I'm going to say it straight.
James Bond, yeah.
James Bond is not a woman's role. Alright? Am I saying women cannot play a save the world spy? Absolutely not.
Yeah.
They totally can.
Yeah.
But James Bond specifically
Yes.
James Bond I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That is iconic. It's iconic for a reason.
Yes.
Alright? And I just think a huge mistake is about to be made. A massive mistake. Do I back the person that is going to do the role? I think she'll do a good job.
Yeah, it's not on her. So basically,
It's not her fault.
if
I was her, I would take the role.
let's set up the potentials here. So what happened is Bond gets blown to smithereens. But during the movie, like at the beginning of the movie, he's retired and they bring another lady in.
Yes.
And she replaces him as 007. Okay?
Yeah.
Nothing really wrong with that. Okay?
That's fine.
Bond then gets blown to smithereens.
Yes.
And now leaves the franchise door open to who's up next. Who's in the next movie.
It's her.
So that's what it's set up as.
Well, it has to be. I think we mustn't be in denial about it. I think if it was anyone else, we would be like, that's the next guy. So it's
Well,
her.
they can't be a next guy because James Bond is dead. Unless they come out with
No,
Jim
they
Brown.
They could use a different like name and whatever, but it's just not the same. It really is bad. Like the issue I need to bring up here is, I get the whole women's equality and
Yeah.
everyone getting an equal shot, which is 100% all for. Like that's just almost common sense
Yes.
to have. Like why would you not want that? But from a James Bond point of view, I just think it's a mistake. Respectfully saying, I think it's a mistake.
To kill him off or to...
To kill him off,
Yeah,
I think
like...
at first to kill him off regardless of who's taking the role. Just to kill off James Bond is a big mistake.
Like,
But then I think to go down the road of a James Bond, they mustn't go a female version of James Bond. That's what I'm trying to say.
don't call it Jemima
Now-
Bond.
Yeah, don't have her do all the catchphrases.
Yeah.
It's just not. It's
Even
gonna
if her name is, like, let's say Elizabeth Smith, whatever.
it's gonna be forced.
Yeah, like, she mustn't rock up and be like, the name's Smith. Elizabeth Smith. Like,
No,
and she
don't do
mustn't
that.
ask for a shaken, not stirred martini.
Don't do that either.
Like-
And don't do the trademark like
Yeah, the trademark shot thing.
the hip shot.
Just
Just start your own thing.
Yeah, that's our thing.
Yeah.
If you're gonna have a female role in this sort of thing,
Yeah.
don't copy James
Yeah,
Bond. James
even
Bond.
for women, I think should be like, you know what, we don't want to follow what the men have done now.
Yeah.
Because that's almost a weaker move. Because it's like they can't come up with anything better. I think you should say, okay, well, that happened.
Yeah. We're gonna
Now
build on it.
we're going to build on it. But we're going to take our own approach and our own catchphrases and our own spin on it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say. I'm just saying, specifically James Bond. Don't come up with Jane Bond
Yes.
or Elizabeth Bond or what did you say, Elizabeth Smith, or, you know, let's just leave that alone.
Yeah.
It's not like we're going to rock up and try and make a male Cinderella. All right.
Oh yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Let's just be
like certain
Cinderella
roles are
is a
built for-
female's role.
Yeah.
A man will never be able to pull off Cinderella.
Yeah.
Just like I don't think a woman will be able to pull off James Bond.
Because it's explicitly a male. Like
It's too.
it's a guy. James Bond is a guy.
Yeah. I just don't like what's happening here. But anyway,
What if she rocks up and is like 008?
that's chill. I'm fine with that. I guess everything has to end sometime.
Yeah.
So it's like Avengers, like or Marvel, the whole Marvel run that they had. Because obviously they're gonna come out with more movies, but
there,
like from like Avengers and Iron Man and Hulk and Thor, all that.
you still like Iron Man dies,
yeah.
right? You still got Thor and Hulk and the Hulk.
Iron Man is just a cog in the machine.
Yes.
Right? A big cog, but it was a cog.
Yes. James Bond
is
the machine. Like, you can't...
This is just where it's getting tricky now. And yeah, I just think they need to be very careful with how they do it, because I'm just saying, it's not only me that's saying this, is like, it's going to feel contrived, it's going to feel forced if they do the James Bond thing with... I think even if they do a James Bond with another male that isn't called James Bond, that's not going to work either.
Yeah.
Like, what I'm trying to say is, no one... that's done.
Leave the 00 series alone.
Male or female, whoever takes the next role, which I think is going to be the woman who...
Yeah, well,
It must be.
There were rumors about Idris Elba being the next James Bond.
Yeah, but he wasn't even in the movie.
No, well, it's
So-
like, you know, when Pierce Brosnan and then that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Like when the next Oak takes over.
Yeah, but
But
one's
now he's
died.
dead. Yeah,
He's
yeah.
dead.
Now he's
done.
dead, so nothing can happen.
But I'm saying, when they come up with the next person, they can't... Obviously, they can't take the same name because he's dead.
Yeah.
But don't give him a new name and try to do all the same catchphrases.
Yeah.
That's not going to happen.
Basically, they've just ended the franchise right there.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
It's...
I can't believe they've just done that.
I'm very boggled by it, actually, that they ended James Bond. We literally watched the movie that killed him.
Oh, and also, this I was trying to think about this now. Don't move on and keep doing James Bonds like this never happened. Like, you'll get... Like, because all the Bonds are unrelated except for now this one and the last one and the one where they're in Venice. Like, I think it was in like 2006, that one. Because they're all connected, kind of.
Back in 2006.
Yeah, you know, what's her name? The chick, the grave he went to go visit?
Oh,
That's the girl who died at the end of
that one.
you know, anyway, I can't remember which one it is. But basically, generally speaking, the Bond movies have zero connection to each other.
Yeah.
Now, don't go start making more Bonds acting like this never happened.
Yes.
Like, don't do that.
Yeah.
That's just a big...
It's a very tricky situation they put themselves in. They just need to... Yeah.
Like, it's not like in Tom and Jerry, right?
Yeah.
At the end of it, Tom's getting chased by a shark and just dies or whatever. Okay? And then... Tom's the catch. I got confused.
Yeah.
And then the next one, Tom's all happy. They're back together doing all the things. Like, don't do that.
They Bond's dead. It's time for either the female roles should be 008. The next male role, if it's a male, should be 008. Don't have 007.
Yeah, leave 007 alone.
It's
leave
done.
Bond and the name James alone. Leave all of that alone.
No, James Bond and 007 is done.
Leave the catchphrases.
He's dead.
Yeah.
So now, just, yeah. I think that's our rant for that.
It's quite a depressing one.
It is. It's not a high energy one. This one, people.
We literally sat there in the movie, and as he got killed, we were just like...
Yeah, I actually couldn't believe it. I literally put my hands on my head.
But the thing is, he's literally standing there. He could get off the island.
That's because he got infected. So
no, I get that. Like, he got infected, and there's no reason to live now because he can't be with his lady friend.
Yes.
And so then he dies. But jump off the island, leave.
But then he also knows he's going to infect other people, and
no, only her DNA.
But there's other people that are all connected to it around the world. It could spread.
Yeah, well then lock him in a box, try and do something, and then kill him off in the next movie.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a snooker move. Like, as soon as he got infected...
I think we just mind-boggled by the fact that he's not there. So we're trying to figure out...
We're in denial, is actually what's going on here. Yeah, well...
Signing out. That was depressing.
That was hard.
But we're real, so it's not like we're gonna talk all happily about it. Get those rusks. Put a camera on.